Hi guys, welcome back to a new video. It's me, Jane. Thank you for dropping by and I hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'll be sharing all the fragrances I wore in March. I have a similar video for February and earlier one for December to January. If you live in similar climates or you guys are heading to your warmer season, you might want to catch those videos for some fragrance recommendations. March has been increasingly hot and dry. I don't remember experiencing any rain at all. I mean, look at all the orange bars reaching almost 36 degrees Celsius, and this is Metro Manila. Some areas in the country reach up to almost 50 degrees, I heard, and with humidity factored in, you feel a lot hotter and sweatier than it really is. My perfume preference has been influenced greatly by March weather. I'll be going through each fragrances quickly, but I will make sure to link related videos down in the description for your reference. Check them out if you're curious to know more about the fragrances in this list. And so, without further ado, let's jump right in. Oh, the Magnolia has been a recurring choice in this list just because I have been consciously wanting to finish samples and bottles that are lying around untouched. Here I have finally emptied this bottle. Super sad to see this go, but that's it. I've used up every single drop of this small splash mini. I am definitely saving up for a full bottle because it's not the cheapest, this being a Frederick Mall. But if you want to smell fresh yet classy on a really hot day, this is it here. Totally worth every penny, especially if you leave summer hot and humid most days of the year. Looking for similar perfumes that are cheaper, though I'm waiting for a sample of Jo Malone Star Magnolia. Some say Star Magnolia smells similar to this one. If you've any idea if that's the case, then kindly drop me a comment down below. Oh, the Magnolia by Frederick Malle made it yet again to my March 2023 favorites. Narciso O Neroli Ambry made a cameo in my last monthly favorites video, but actually I've worn this in March. So there's something truly comforting about O Neroli Ambry to me. Maybe it's the Narciso mask or the cashmere in here. Maybe it's the tropical floral dimension which smells like home. Well, this isn't a typical hot day kind of perfume. I am truly comforted every time I wear this. I wore this once during the early part of the month when it was still a bit cooler day or night. I have honestly not tried this out on a really hot day. Scared of the amber, I guess. I don't think this is for the really hot and humid weather. Despite the presence of something tropical smelling in here, I suspect this will not fare well in daytime high heat of tropical climate. And I think this because of the amber and the cashmere notes in this. But kind of summer weathery still because of the orange blossom and frangipani. So basically this is your orange blossom, frangipani, and cozy clean mask. Delicate and soft and feminine and comforting and gets me compliments. One of the OGs in my collection, Versace Bright Crystal Absolute. Clean, shampooy, fruity, floral, fresh, great for really hot days. And this lasts me really long despite the hot weather. This does not turn sour at the end of the day. This is the only Versace perfume I will ever need, for now at least. Versace Bright Crystal Absolute, just in case you're wondering, the OG Bright Crystal is too light that it disappears quickly in this weather. It's a waste of money. But this, the Absolute version, is just perfect. I definitely recommend you put your money on this one. White Mask Body Mist. When I crave for fresh, powdery comfort, I pick up the Body Shop White Mask Body Mist. Body mist being the lightest possible concentration at 3% or less perfume oil content, it's one of the most appropriate for the really hot weather. Biggest con is of course the short longevity. This is an oldie but a goodie. I don't think this smells dated at all. Still one of the best clean, slightly floral masks out there in the market. Quite basic, great for everyday. Best of all, this comes in the affordable price range, so it's a super winner. Mango, being a summer tropical fruit, is akin to freshness. Mango Thai Lime is one super realistic smelling but still very wearable mango perfume I've smelled. The addition of lime and some mint gives this perfume a refreshing, zesty kick. The peppery kick is a surprising edge. It's nothing too much, almost barely there, but this is a welcome contrast to the zest of the lime and the mango. Still my number one mango forward perfume to this day. I wish this were more accessible worldwide. I have a review and ranking video of mango forward perfumes in my collection. Just in case you're interested, I will definitely link the video up here and down in the description box below. Burberry is a reassuring brand for me. I've worn Burberry Brit Sheer for a while, finished a big bottle, and so when I got Burberry Blush, I knew this would be an easy pick-me-up. No pineapples here, but the predominant fruit I pick up is a slightly tart, ripened, sweet, juicy pineapple, which is perfect for the increasingly hot and dry weather of March. If you ever crave for some pineapple goodness to help you get through the warm season, check this one out. Sometimes you just want to smell fresh and clean like clean hair. This is a shampooy, easy reach perfume with apples, some orange, light airy florals, a little sweetness, a little greenness, plus a clean, pleasant feeling about this scent that's just so captivating. I have to consciously put this in rotation so this gets worn more often. I fell for this scent in the early part of my fragrance journey, and this year I definitely have to consciously pick this one up because as you can see, this hardly got any dent. So I used to have a small sample, finish it before opening this bottle. Angelique Noah. I wore this perfume during our society's convention in the middle of the month. Venue was indoors in AC, so this did so well. I received numerous compliments. I lost count how many they were. These were colleagues I don't see much anymore. They probably smelled this on me for the very first time. This just simply works for me. I know this could be polarizing because of the Angelica note, but I gotta tell you, the price in this is totally worth it if this happens to work for you. I'd be picking this one up every single chance I get if it weren't for the hefty price tag, so I reserve this for more semi-formal to formal and dressed up occasions. Look at the dent on this bottle. I can assure you this was not the case when I last featured this bottle. I have a review comparison with Spiritus Double Vanille from the same line. Please catch it if you haven't yet. For the after parties, I've worn Baccarat Rouge 540 XDP during the convention week. Zara Red Temptation I used to respray or top up. This smelled very nice and sort of enhanced, layered with a deep dry down of Angelique Noah, which I wore during the day at the convention. For your special occasions, this is tried and tested and won't let you down. You have to of course like this one first. This is yet another polarizing type of perfume. The XDP to me is a lot easier, less polarizing, so you might want to sample the XDP first. Also, I don't get nose blind to the XDP version. Last but not the least are the three fragrances I wore in Singapore when I visited. Eau de Rhubarbe Écarlate, Zara Vetiver Pamplemousse, and Oriana. I wore Eau de Rhubarbe Écarlate and Vetiver Pamplemousse interchangeably in SG daytime weather while I was visiting, and these two were perfect. Eau de Rhubarbe Écarlate with simple notes of rhubarb, red berries, white musk, refreshing, fruity, zesty opening, renowned, a little clean, a little soapy, comforting, and perfect for the humidity of tropical climate. TBH, I find this to be pricey for an eau de cologne, not to mention this has been out of stock all the time in local Hermes counters, as this was hyped up by famous local celeb Heart Evangelista. But I find this eau de cologne to be classy despite being simple. To me, it's worth the moolah. Lasting power is eau de cologne range, so expect to spray during the day. If you have to own at least one perfume from Zara, this is the one. This perfume is like getting a Jo Malone in Zara price range. This was a collab between Zara and Jo Malone, and you literally smell Jo Malone quality in here. Realistic, wearable grapefruit, very tame vetiver, unisex but feminine. Get the big bottle like this one. This is going to go pretty low very quickly. Much like every single Jo Malone perfume, this you will have to reapply. But for the price, we all have the permission to overspray. Summer staple for a budget, one of the best from Zara. You are seriously, guys, seriously missing out if you've never tried this one out. Oriana, I've decanted in this cute little pink Penhaligon's travel atomizer. This was exactly the one I brought with me to Singapore. Oriana I wore once to an evening meetup with old friends and colleagues. The sweetness is a little too much for daytime. This will definitely choke you out in high heat. But for the evening, the freshness of the orange blossom plus the sweet notes was just lovely. You all know this is a fave, one of my most worn last year and probably this year too. Oriana by Perfumes de Marly. So that is it for my rundown of all the fragrances I wore in the really hot month of March. I did not include the fragrances I've sampled for review. Do catch the videos I posted recently to get to know the fragrances I've been sampling in March. They were in a series called Unfiltered Opinion, basically in-depth reviews of new fragrance releases in the last 6 months or so. Please catch them if you haven't yet. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit the thumbs up button below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss similar videos. And as always, take care you all, smell your absolute best, and see you in my April favorites. Bye!